Hi, everyone. Oh, I'm gonna give it a minute for everyone to get in here. I don't have my glasses. I left them in the car, so I look like a naked alien. I also already changed clothes because, duh. And I'm laying down because also, duh. So, here is my report. First, we have our lists of who was there for either side. So on DOA's side, we had Maui, Sandra, Erica, Melody, Jenny, Skipping Rocks, Ashley, AJ, Bob, Roberta, and Tim from Sacramento, Josiah, Z, Chi, Bay Area scooter couple, both of them. GM Flower was there, Griselda was there, and Taylor. Toilet Cam Taylor showed up. That was it for our side. And then on the other side, you had Daniel Vieta Gonzalez, Kevin, Becky, and Leah Vieta Gonzalez. She did have pants on, and they were both escorted in by Kevin. So there's that. Oh, and they didn't get there till 10:15. Daniel and Leah Vieta Gonzalez. Oh, I have written down here, Kevin and Becky can't read because they didn't put their phones away. Jordan Rolazo showed up around 9:54 this morning. He is the one that he's charged with the strangling him or whatever. So first case is for the La Poubelle. Count one is for the La Poubelle strangulation, as they would like to say. He went up there to testify. Jordan Rolazo, Rollolazo. And the first thing they did was ask him to identify Scott. So he identified Scott. And then they got into his testimony about what happened. And it was very strange because his account of what happened was just totally not what was happening in the video that they showed. He basically said that he went to La Poubelle, and then when he came out from La Poubelle, there was like 75 people standing on the sidewalk, and they were waiting for him, is what he said. Like they wanted to start something. And then they went on with his testimony for like 10 minutes, and then we went to lunch. And so in the first 10 minutes, he was talking about how Scott put him in a chokehold and took him to the ground, is the way he said it. That basically Scott fell, and by default, Jordan fell with him. And he was kind of, I don't know, would you say combative with the defense attorney, just like answering real, almost like condescending, kind of like, because the defense attorney would ask a question and then he would be like, you mean while I was trying to get the phone out of my face that the guy was putting in there with the selfie stick? And so it was like very just like almost combative. It was strange. So he went through his whole testimony, which really isn't anything worth talking about because it's ridiculous. He finished testifying, and then fuck, what was his name? Alexander
Irwin.
Irvin.
With the E.
Irvin with an E. Alexander Irvin is who we all call Adam, right? Wolfie Adam. Yeah, so his name is Alexander Irvin, and he testified that he is a security guard for the Church of Scientology, that he works at multiple properties, not just one, and that DOA, he testified about the wreath about the breaking of the planters, like pulling them apart, and about the food drive sign. And yeah, so that all was that. And then the other security guard was, fuck, what was his name? I know his last name was Friend.
Alex friend. Was it Alex?
No, I thought the first one was Alexander. The second one was, I don't know, his last name was Friend. And he testified about the wheat pasting and about I guess well, both of them testified about like the yeah, it's the one we call Parker, but it's not his name. So his last name is Friend. I can't remember his first name. No, maybe. No, it's Alex Irwin fuck, whatever. I should have written.
ERV.
I fucking swear I wrote this down.
Irvin.
ERVIN. Anyways, oh well. The other one, his name's not Parker, but whatever. So I was just told that I'm still doing better than Dodge, and I'll take it. So he testified about the wheat pasting and that stuff, and so essentially both of the Scientology guys' testimony was basically the same. They only testified that like it was church property, but it wasn't on church property, but the church owns and controls and maintains it, talking about the planters and the food drive sign. And so then of course the defense attorney was like, were the planters on public or were they on private property? Wow, my brain just went blank. Somebody said, was Henry there? No, but Shrimp Guy was. Shrimp Guy was there with 3 blank sheets of paper and Scott Hochstetter written in the middle of the top of the first one. So, there you go. Alexander Urban and Jackson Friend. That's the name, Jackson Friend. That's the one we all call Parker, Jackson. So, like I said, the Scientology guy's testimony was basically just about like who owns and maintains the planters and stuff like that. And then as soon as all the witnesses were done testifying, that's when we started the motion to dismiss. And this I have a lot of notes on because this is the part that I actually cared about. So on count 1 for the assault causing great bodily harm, the motion was that it wasn't a chokehold and there was no injury and no immediate threat because he didn't call the police, he didn't call the EMS, he didn't say he was hurt or anything like that. So the defense attorney was saying that it should be simple battery at most. And then if they do simple battery, it would be a misdemeanor, and it's been well over the statute of limitations to charge somebody with a misdemeanor from over a year and a half ago. So that's count 1. That was the motion for count 1. The judge did say that she's not super sure where she stands with count 1. And then counts 2 through 6, the argument for dismissal is no victims. There's no damage to church property, only distant property. And the statute included buildings and fixtures inside, but not stuff outside on the public areas. And the other thing is that they have to prove that these are hate crimes because as it stands, they weren't done on church property and they weren't done to anything that was directly like in possession of the church at the time. And so they have to prove the hate crime, and there's no proof because of public property. And then the judge, this kind of scared me, but I was like, you know what? We're just going to go with it. She said, what if you, because the defense attorney was basically saying like, you can't, leave something on the sidewalk and then get mad when somebody vandalizes it. Like if you leave a couch on your driveway and then somebody paints on your couch, what are you going to do? Like you can't go after that person for painting on your couch, and it surely isn't a hate crime. And so she said, what if you illegally park your car? Can you vandalize the car? And I was like, oh my God, no, this is crazy. Because of course you can't vandalize the fucking car. So it was, that was an interesting turn, and they argued back and forth about that for a bit. And then the third element, you must show that the vandalism was committed with intent to deter from practicing their religion. It's going to be really hard to prove that. So from all of that, this is what I have. The judge for count 1 said, can't tell if he was choked or not by the video. All they can go off is the testimony. So that one doesn't look great, but it's also not awful. And then 2 through 6, they were going through the elements of the crime with the people, with the prosecutor, to see if they could talk it through, because after the motion to dismiss for 2 through 6, the judge was very much leaning towards it. You can't prove the hate crime. Like you can't, there's vandalism. Sure. Did he write on somebody else's property? Fine. Sure. But it's not a hate crime, and it's not their like they have to be able to prove that it's their property. And like they were asking for statements of the work of for the people that like took the wheat pasting off the planters, and they never turned any of that in. So they didn't have any of that stuff. And so the people argued that it was owned and maintained, which means it's religious property, which is not true. And then they reviewed pertinent case law for the hate crimes, which is Leduc case law, Leduc 94. All instances that Scott is charged with were done on public property. If done in the church driveway, it may be different. That was a quote from the judge. And then the second quote that I have from the judge is leaning towards this is not Leduc. And then she needs to research. She's going to do more research on the Leduc case and what that means and what that what precedent that sets. And then Friday the 8th will be the final ruling for the prelims. So she'll be able to say 2 through 6 for sure, whether they're going to be dropped or continue. And she'll be able to say on count 1 what it's going to be, whether it's going to stay felony, whether they're going to drop it to a misdemeanor, what's going to happen. And then we all thought it was over, and it wasn't. So then the prosecution said they had one more item, and they brought up Rib Guy. Apparently at the end of one of DOA streams, like the very last, like 2 or 3 seconds, somebody came in and said something. He said, "What's up, Rib Guy?" and then turned the stream off and made it private. So the people brought that up and said, because of what you said last time, this is a violation. They wanted him to be violated. And then the DA went on to say that he had been contacted by the defendant, Scott, by his sister, saying that she had filed an RO against him to control this behavior, and that Scott has doxed her kids, doxed her school, doxed her kids' schools, doxed her husband, like all this other type of shit. And when after the DA got finished saying all of that about the sister and Rib Guy and whatever the fuck, the judge said, "Can I see counsel?" So she took him to her chambers. All we heard was yelling from a female, and the only female was the judge. So the DA got admonished because Rib Guy nor Diane nor Becky nor Tanya are parties to the case. And so I think what what ended up happening is she thought that they were parties to the case, which is why she made the ruling the way she made it the first time. And now she's finding out that they're not a party to the case at all, in any capacity at all. And so she's like, what the, so she literally, we could hear her yelling from the chambers. It was insane. And then you could tell when they came out that the DA was not happy. But yeah, so she just said, like, I'm not remanding him, like, just a reminder, like, just don't talk about people, just don't. And so, and Scott knows, he knows that he made a mistake and whatever, and so it is what it is. But hell of a day. All right, I'm gonna start reading chat now. If anybody has any questions, that's pretty much it. So we have to wait till Friday. I will not be here on Friday. I'm going home tomorrow. The updates in MLH chat said they were in the back. This is good. Yeah, it was not good for them. Shame on you lying about your brother. Yep. And shame on you for, like, it's already hard enough on a mom to have one kid in the public eye, and now she's putting herself in the public eye to shit on her brother. For real? For real. All right, let's see. I'm liking the judge. The judge freaked me out a couple times, but she was, yeah, that must be why Becky said Rib Man was pissed. Yeah, I don't know. I know Rib Guy yelled at Becky on the way out. He said, you just can't keep your fucking mouth shut. There's a little tea for y'all. So much better than Dodge, thanks. Was anything mentioned about the planters being illegal? So it wasn't mentioned about them being illegal, and I think that that would come up mostly in, if it went to trial, because they're on public property and they're on an easement, and the judge is already pretty, like, good with that part of it. What was your take on the defense attorney? The defense attorney was good. I mean, he was very kind of monotone, but there's nothing wrong with that when you're an attorney. He asked good questions. He, did what he needed to do. I think it was great. They're in a bubble telling each other they're right. Yes. Motley Crue, was it asked who contacted him? No. Jordan was acting like a sassy teenage girl. That is a great way to put that. What does she really think is to be gained from her doing? Who fucking knows? Oh. I'm reading your chats. I love how wrong they always are. Yeah, it's actually hilarious. I wish I could do like a Kathy, no trial yet. So this is just the prelims, and because they were looking at new case law that the judge wasn't familiar with, she is gonna wait to rule on it until she does more research on the existing case law for the planter stuff. And because that's 5 of the 6 charges, she's gonna wait to rule on count 1 also until Friday. So on Friday we should know what's going on. For sure. I don't talk to my mom or sister. Exactly, but I would never do that. Exactly. Was the PI info mentioned? No. Great reporting. Thank you. Are you good with funds, etc.? Anything you need? I am great. Thank you. Dodge, who's your source today? Dude, if it was Shrimp Guy, I can't wait to see what he says. Did Becky smell like old granny panties? I refuse to get close to her. Did they talk about Motley Crue flicking cigs and slapping the phone? Yes. Okay, so let's talk about that. So he got up there. Oh, let me sit my fat ass up. Ugh. He got up there and said that he, y'all are gonna die. It's actually hilarious. He said, I wish I could make his faces. Like the face, you know what I'm talking about, AJ? Like the faces he was fucking making. Like he was like, you mean, when I, like, almost like fucking Trump. Yeah. And he always looked up and to the left. So strange. So he went up there and he said that it's common practice for people to flick things that they're smoking in groups of people. And then he said that the phone was only slapped because it was in his face, and that that Cam had his arm fully extended all the way into his face. And then he smacked the phone out of his hand because of that. Because if anybody comes up to you with a selfie stick in your face, that's what you're gonna do, right? And then the DA asked at one point, like, when you first went outside, like, how many people were there or whatever. Yeah, Cam didn't even have a selfie stick. Are you guys calling each other by your chat names? LOL, yes. Yes, we are. But yeah, he said that he smacked the phone because Cam had his arm fully extended all the way out and it was on the top of a selfie stick. So he only smacked it because it was on a selfie stick and he didn't actually ever touch Cam. And then the defense attorney literally played the video and was like, you see right here where you take 3 steps towards Cam and like put your arm out? And he was like, actually, if you look at that correctly, Jordan said, he said, you can see his white shirt and his arm is around my neck. After he flicks the cigarette at him and after he smacks the phone, apparently Cam now is choking Jordan before DOA comes up behind and puts them to the floor. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. It's fucking crazy, you guys. So, yeah. And he swore, like, multiple times. He was like, I never touched him. I never touched Cam. I never touched him. I never touched him. And we all saw him fucking touch him. And then, they were like, what happened when you guys got up? And he was like, well, the security guys from the restaurant came and, like, broke us up or whatever. He was like, and then we got up and, the defense attorney was like, and you started going towards Scott. And he was like, no. And they played the video. And there he is, taking steps towards Scott. So it's just like one thing after another. And he got caught in like multiple lies. It was probably not a great witness to have. Yeah, he was on the stand before lunch and then he came back on the stand after lunch. And none of it was good. He said DOA is so much bigger than me. And then he said, he has large arms, as you can tell. Pointed at him. Like, what the, are you okay? Did Motley Crue testimony seem coached and practiced to you? Yes, absolutely. Somebody had told him what to say and what not to say, what to avoid saying, what points to super focus on. Like, there was certain things that he kept bringing up. And the judge had to stop him at one point and say, you only answer the attorney's questions. You don't get to just add stuff in. Because he was just, like, talking. So, yeah. He's a trained mercenary head ass. Beck, I would have died if they said that. Any tea on Danny, Leah, Becky? Well, Leah's fat, Danny's looks dumb, and Becky's a hoe. So there you go. There's the tea. Did they play the video through to where he challenged DOA to finish this around the corner? Yes. However, the audio wouldn't work. So it didn't, we didn't get to hear that. Because Jordan did request. He was like, can you play it with audio so you can hear what they were saying to me? Some of the things they were saying to me are very important. And they were like, yeah. So they tried to play with audio and they couldn't figure it out. So it didn't get played with audio. Jordan got up and wanted to take it around the corner. Exactly. And that's exactly what the defense attorney kept saying. He was like, you challenged him to a fight after you got up. And now you're trying to say that this is like a felony assault. The fuck? The judge will review it with sound, most likely. Yeah, well, Britt, so the video they showed, it wasn't really the best angle for that. But yeah, you could see it because they asked about flicking the cig and they asked about like the smoke in the air, is that from you and stuff like that. And that's when he was like, flicking a cigarette in a crowded group of people is normal practice. Was anyone using their phones? Leah had a notebook today, but Rip Guy was on his phone the whole fucking time. Jules, I don't know how to make it public right away, but I will make it public afterwards. Anyone need some drywall patch? Not by that guy. Yes. Jennifer was bright fucking red as soon as she said 2 through 6 are not looking like Leduc. And Jennifer's hair is super short now, you guys. It's like a full, like, she look weird. Nobody said anything about the phone in court. No. I've never been in a courtroom like that. Is the name restriction lifted? No. You're welcome, Scott. Yeah, but I mean, the judge, Becky was on her phone but said she was outside. What? Was Adam there with Jennifer? Adam is Alex Irvin. Who are the ones giving Becky the evil eye and staring her? I think she was talking about me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Because I gave her a hell of a fucking look. You're better than the surprise witnesses Diddy recaps? All right, all right. We don't need to blow my head up. Calm it down, sister. Calm it down. And Jordan was oversharing. Melody, that's what I was saying. Like, they had to tell him, like, you only answer the attorney's questions. Like, don't get to just a story up here. That's not what you're here for. Was the citation from the city brought up? No. We love you. Love you too. She was staring at us the whole time. So, like, literally, I did this for everyone outside because nobody was looking at me and she was just like staring. So I was like, okay, you want to stare? I'll give you something to fucking look at. So I was like, I just kept looking at her like that. Like, fuck off. She posted on her page and said she was outside doing it. Did she leave the courtroom at any time? She went to the restroom. They had left the courtroom a bunch. No, the judge was not on her phone. Rib guy was on his phone. Josiah, no. Nothing was said about Josiah. When is the decision? The 8th. Friday the 8th. She's going to rule on preliminaries. Kirby's mom, Becky. Great court report. You're the better redhead. Hippie chick, yeah, on the way out, Rib guy yelled at Becky, "You just can't keep your fucking mouth shut, can you?" I don't know what he was talking about, but... Brit, yeah, she was attacked by my eyes. Felony mean mugging. Charge me. Charge me. Lock me up. All right, any other questions, guys? I'm gonna drink a Gatorade. If y'all only knew what it took for me to actually be here today. Do you want to say hi, AJ? She said no. She hates all of you. Oh, Whiskey Moon, ask away. Danny said he was trying not to get caught texting. Did you see? Danny's not good at hiding anything. Juju, no. So that's all going to be for trial. The prelims won't have all that. Did you see Wanda Lisa? Not unless her. My bathroom situation at home is not my problem. There's a man there dealing with it. Can you make those faces one more time? Oh my God, you guys. Going on about someone wouldn't ride the elevator with her? Yeah, I know exactly who that is, but it's so funny. Heard you were a bad girl in court and the judge yelled at you. Is this source accurate? I don't know. If your source is Taylor, it's a fuck no.
Taylor can't even find his own car.
Taylor can't find his car. He spilled ginger ale in court. This motherfucker spilled all over the court floor. Okay, like, Watch out. No, I had this. Closed like this. I had this, and it was closed like this, and this is what I was like taking my notes in, and it had a pen in here, so there was like a silver cap right here, and at one point, right before lunch, right? I went like this because I was yawning and partially laughing, and the judge said, "Excuse me, you in the green shirt, what is that orange thing you're holding up?" And I said, "It's a notebook." She said, "Oh, we thought it was a camera." So there's that. Britt, we would get into so much trouble. Exactly, mac and cheese bites. Nobody wants to be in an elevator. Thank you, Shelby. Was it obvious to the judge Motley's testimony wasn't the same as what the video showed? The judge was very stone-faced for the most part. Unless she was asking a question, you wouldn't know which way she was leaning or what she was thinking unless she said it, which at the end she did say it finally, and all of us kind of like took a deep breath. But yeah. So you did get, no, I didn't get yelled at. I got asked a question. She didn't even speak into her little microphone thing. She talked to me like a normal human. You told people that donated you'd go to Blue to protest. Am I not still in California?
How do you know we haven't?
How do you know when I poop? Fiber? Taylor? Did you have fun meeting everyone? No, I hate them all. I hate them all. Why are people... Ugh, whatever. Fiber? Fiber. How do you know when I poop? Is my pee supposed to be this color? Who is that and what's the sound? Oh shit! Eggplant! World's greatest rapper. Oh, now y'all just have me being an idiot. Thank you, Naja, for being here. I hate the mall. Oh, I hate the mall too. Does DOA give good hugs? Yes. Was it like a blind date? Like you know them, but you don't? Yeah, kind of.
You got to climb on the RV.
Oh, yeah, I took pictures on the RV too. We went, when I got picked up from the airport, he was eating somewhere with someone. Hey, Hippo. Yes, Hot Mama. I'll make sure it's public after I get off. What was I saying? Oh, we went to go meet him and someone else somewhere as soon as I got picked up from the airport. And of course, like, we spotted the RV in the parking lot. And I was like, oh, shit, I just got here. I climbed that bitch. I took pictures on it. I went inside and I was like, yeah, I climbed your RV. And he was like, okay. Vaughn will be jelly. You got a hug? She should be. DOA gives the best hugs. Cry about it. Cry about it because we don't care. Cry about it in your head. All right. Vaughn is outside shredding the turf. Is that her reaction to everyone getting hugs today? Will you post the RV pics? Maybe I'll think about it. Should I post them on my OnlyFans? Just kidding. I don't have one.
You have that tarp. Tarps.
I'm gonna make an OnlyFans for blue tarps, astroturf, and dinosaur skeletons. It's gonna be my OnlyFans. And we'll change the scene every day. And then we can yeah, we can make it work. Hold on. Don't be a Louisiana bitch, please. I'm a Texas bitch. Thanks for being there, Auntie M. I'm just now able to catch up. Sally's not in jail. Yeah, go back to Friday. Yeah. By the way, Auntie M, the light in the room shows how pretty you really are. That was not necessary to say.
I'm so sorry.
What? I hate hearing my own voice, but it's okay. I give you a pass since you're watching my stream. Q. So not saying names only is for DOA and the unnamed, correct? Doesn't apply to anyone else. Correct. The reminder was given to DOA and the other parties. It was not given to, I mean, I wasn't there the first time it was said and nothing was said to me this time, so I have nothing to follow. I am not a party to the case. I'm not a party to the case. If you're not a party to the case, you cannot be asked to do things. Like, it's so simple and people keep trying to make it so difficult. Like, sorry. I'm not like yelling at you, Chiara. It's just like the whole troll thing in the first place is like, come on. Like, y'all are not a part of this. You're not a fucking part of it. I know you want to be. I know like your life depends on it, but like it's just not happening. It's just not. I think you look super cute. Y'all are ridiculous. Shining the light through the darkness. What can I say? Still not saying them just in case the other side says something dumb. Yeah. They're too dumb. They're extraneous assholes. People are dumb. They're so desperate to be a part of it. You guys, I love this chat. Y'all are, there's almost 200 fucking people here.
There was at one point.
What? I've been watching. I've just been fucking talking my head off. Did you see the order? No, I haven't seen the order. I'm not a party to the case. I don't need to see the order. No, I don't want to see the order. Then that makes me a party to the case. We love you, Beck. Thanks, babe. Yeah, no, and the only reason I'm saying names is because I'm talking about the people that were there. And if you notice, most of what I've said has been real names because that's who was there. I'm reporting on what was happening. I'm not talking shit about people. I'll talk shit about Becky all fucking day. That bitch is short. At lunchtime, did y'all watch Josiah's live at lunch? I was gonna do it, and then Josiah was like, no, I'm gonna go. So funny. So funny. Judge now knows. Yes. How do I know what, Vegas? Trolls failed. Factual facts. Loving your recap. You guys are the best. Thanks. 222. Isn't that a 333? Oh, that's for Josiah. Josiah is the best. He's hilarious.
Josiah gives good hugs too.
I should have made him come over here so that I can do his hair.
Courtroom was
He needs his hair done.
33 on the third floor.
Yeah. He does it so they're not worth talking about. Exactly. The only reason I'm talking about them is because they were there. Like, and it's like, and then at the end they brought up that whole fucking shit. So it's like, whatever. Anyways, Josiah needs his hair done, y'all. And I was going to do it for him because he has hair just like my son's. But I don't think I'm allowed to do that in court. So will I be seeing Laura? Probably not. Stupid of them to trick the honorable court that people that are not. Exactly, because now if something really happens, that could cause a mistrial. Was Dodge there? No. I love to see how Dodge secondhand spins this. Actually, JK, he's irrelevant. I would just love to see
Perfectly.
I just want to see his report, because for me, like, you know, I hear like DOA's side and then like all the other people that go all the time, and then I hear Dodge's side and I'm like, no way, this guy's just that fucking wrong all the time. And now I'm in there today and I'm like, maybe that guy is just that fucking wrong all the time. Like, maybe he is just that stupid. That'd be sweet if he did Josiah's hair. I would love to, but he's not around here. Was Henry there? No, Shrimp Guy was. Late, just got up. Great update, Auntie. Thank you. Thank you, Dreamscape. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's a little bit like I stop a lot and I probably talk fast and then talk slow sometimes, but all the information is there. So, and I didn't ask you for money. So there's a plus. I actually said, don't give me any money. I didn't start with asking you to pay for my Motel 8 or for the melted butter and steak that I feed my dog. She didn't use it when she rushed at DOA. Yeah, she didn't use the cane at all today. She carried it, but she didn't use it. Y'all got plans tonight? Baby, I got plans tonight you don't know nothing about. I've been sitting around way too long trying to figure this out. When he says that he'll call and he don't, and I'm spinning my wheels. So I'm going out tonight in my red high heels. Oh, you can watch me walk if you want to. Okay, I'm done.
It's so much better in real life.
Did y'all hear Z? She said it's so much better in real life.
The girl on the stand, the other case, she's like, I'm from Texas.
Oh my God, yeah, guys, there was a case before DOAs. Oh my God, so there's a case before DOAs about like a robbery or whatever. The guy was in jail, and so they brought him out, and then they brought the witnesses one at a time. It was a mom, a daughter, a mom who only spoke Spanish, or mostly Spanish, a daughter who spoke Spanish and English, and then a detective who, well, I guess two detectives, one that worked the case and then one that works the area that the suspect lives in. And they got robbed at gunpoint in their car while they were parked at a restaurant. And so the daughter goes up, the mom went up first and like said the whole thing. First of all, I don't know how they got through that without crying, because she had her 3 daughters in the car and dudes walked up with guns. Like, I couldn't even talk about that situation without fucking bawling my eyes out. But she's strong. She's from Texas.
And she knows what a gun looks like.
Yeah, so the daughter gets up there and she says, the defense attorney says, "Are you familiar with guns?" And she says, "Yes." And he said, something else. And she said, "I'm from Texas. I know what a gun looks like and I know how to handle them."
Don't mess with Texas.
And I was in the back like, fuck you! It was so funny. I was like, yeah, hell yeah. Texas. Good old Texas. Also, guys, just so everybody knows, I did buy Ashley something from Buc-ee's and I left it in Texas. So now I have to ship it to her anyways. Super effective. I'm really good at this. Oh my God, I cannot believe y'all have had me on here for 45 minutes.
I'm loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What is Buc-ee's? Well, first of all, it's spelled Bucees. And it's the world's greatest gas station. The Hunting Wives from Texas. Oh, I need to watch that. Muggsy, no K, thank you.
Don't. I watched that West Virginia shit and I'm like, oh my God, don't tell anybody where you're from.
Well, I watched the Texas Killing Fields too. There's a lot of stuff in Texas.
There's a lot in West Virginia.
You love us. Maybe Bridget. I'll never admit it though. I feel for them. I was carjacked in 2008, 30 seconds from my house. The PTSD is unreal. Exactly. And it's like, and then like for a mom, like to have to like help your daughter prepare to go testify in court, like fuck, man. And only one of her daughters is of age. The other 2 are minors. And they were talking about like watching the video from where it happened, and they were like, all we could hear was screaming from the girls in the back because they were pointing guns at them.
And they were dancing.
Fucking awful. They were dancing and singing when they walked up on him. It's fucking terrible. What did you think of DOA's lawyer? I think he's great. I think he's, how long is the trip back? I know from New Orleans, it's about 5 hours. The trip back, what? Trip back from where? I'm in LA.
Your flight home.
Oh, it's 3 hours, 2 hours and 56 minutes. Texas Killing Fields is so sad. Yeah, it's very sad.
Auntie's ready to fight.
Now, those are survivors. Yes, they are. Because they got up there and they laid down the law and said their side of the story and gave no fucks. And I was like, y'all go. But I came out, I mean, that was That was before lunch, and I came out and was like, holy shit. Like,
Your daughter had on fabulous red pumps.
yeah, she had on those real red high heels.
They were
Only you can watch her walk if you want to. I bet you want her back now. Don't you? I'm about to show you just how missing me feels. Did you meet Melody and Jenny? Yeah, I did. They were at court. I didn't get a notification. Catching up at high speed. Good luck with that. That sounds tragic. COS crap bogging down real casework of the courts. Yep. It's part of the reason I moved out of California. I believe that. It seems very crazy out here. I'll tell you what, though. It's very brown. It's not very alive. It's very dead out here. And people drive very fucking slow.
The crosswalks don't give you enough time to cross.
Very slow. It's like the speed limits here are like 65. The fuck? Is she as crazy in real life? No. I mean, she's not crazy. She's just
It's all
Fun.
a woman. Yeah. she's just. She is a natural woman.
She looks so damn cute today.
Oh my god. Watching myself on your phone is like. I look like a creep.
No, you do not.
So is this the thing now? I just sing randomly and my whole chat laughs at me. We went back up to 212. Do y'all like it? I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I tried so hard. I really can't. That's the other thing is my head is just like full of lyrics for no reason at all. My mom just called to ask what's going on with the DOA. I've been waiting all day.
Aw, sweet.
That's so nice. There's the Texas.
The lighters.
The lighter smugglers. And Sandra. And shout out Sandra for her trick.
I didn't do.
Oh, that's so funny. Yep, the lighters were they were popular out there on the deck after court. Thanks, Marina. I agree. Don't be sorry, honey, in my chat. You call her by her name in here, sir. You treat her how she deserves to be treated. Taylor's like, I wish I could reach through the phone right now. And go to bed. That's crazy.
Is Taylor still looking for his truck?
No, he
Is
found
that
his
mine
truck.
truck?
No, he found his truck. Thank God. It was questionable there for a minute. We thought Taylor's gonna be stranded in downtown LA. Yes, Hippo.
Yep. Air
You
tag.
need to put one on the truck and on Taylor.
Yep. I had to help him through security. I told the security guards I have to draw pictures for him.
Oh. Yeah, there was quite a few of us there. I knew exactly where it was. You fucking liar. I walked around with your ass in the heat for 10 minutes and you almost made me die of heat exhaustion. So if you knew where it was and you made me do that for no reason, we're going to have a problem next time I see you. Okay? Better watch out. Shit. Right where I left it. I'll leave you right where I left it. Shit. Motherfucker. I love all you weirdos. Yeah, it gets real weird in here, Bridget. Oh, man. Sue him. I will. I fucking will.
Rico.
Rico!
Rico too.
Rika!
Hippo let him go by himself. We'll get her too.
Wait, is Auntie saying I spilled her sody pop? Taylor, Nicole, Marie, Antoinette, Hawthorne. Me. I'm about to fight, bro. You're shorter than my brother, so I can take you down. I cannot. Exercise, no. The hippo said, what is happening?
Poor Hippo.
Taylor spilled ginger ale in court, hippo. He needs to be grounded when he comes home. He really did spill ginger ale in court. And then he went and I was like, get some paper towels. And he came back without paper towels. But he gave me Tylenol, so it's fine. I was like, okay. I'm not taking the fall for your mess. We all know who the problem was in court today. Pull up. Pull up, Taylor. You know where I'm at. Pull up. Seriously. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, my God. So funny.
Bring a bag if he pulls up.
Right. Bring something.
Bring Zeke.
Cash me outside. How about that? And then you were taking, I was taking pictures with a notebook. I spilled soda on the floor.
No, I think Finny meant Rib Guy is dusty as fuck.
Lauren, I'm gonna need you to fix that and never say
Rib
that
Guy.
name and that never together again. Never.
He's what I see in
He had
my
like
head
dirty
when I hear
pants on.
pedophile.
Yeah, he had like dirty pants on with a purple shirt looking like fucking Barney with a sports coat on. He looked like crackhead Barney with a sports coat on.
It was atrocious. And he's jaundiced as fuck.
Dusty.
His
Taking
skin
the
looks like
goldenrod thing a little far.
his skin looks like he's fresh in the casket.
Like those golden raisins.
So
No, hell no.
gray.
He literally looks like
Gray,
deceased.
blue.
Yeah, he looks like
Yeah.
what you see in a casket.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. I mean,
No.
Maybe when him and Becky really.
he's been embalmed for 5 years.
Taylor said it looked like he had been.
Yeah, I'm not hippo. Exactly. It's like not a
does.
joke. His skin looks like tough and like it's very wrinkly and it's like a Scientologist. No, worse than a Scientologist.
His jeans need a bath.
Yes, Becky let him yell at her. She likes that shit.
They play punched each other too.
Becky thought it was hilarious when I put my horns up because I'm from Texas. She thought it was funny. She laughed. Can't say I didn't make her laugh. Because I'm one funny motherfucker. Sometimes. Too many purification rundowns, possibly. Ew. Close to a graveyard dead? Yes. It's the chain smoking. Well, there's a lot of chain smokers that don't look like that. Saw him hug Becky. Yeah. She was moist? Ew.
Oh, come on. I hate that word.
Me too. Were the trolls sitting? No, Jennifer and Moxon were in like the first row. Hold on. Jennifer and Moxon. So on the side we were on, there's like 5 rows, but they're longer. And then on the other side, there's 5 rows, but they're shorter. And they're next to a wall. And so like the first 2 rows are supposed to be like police officers only that are in there to testify or whatever. And then like the back 2 rows are for like the general public or whatever. And for some reason, Jennifer and Moxon were in the police officer row, which was strange. And then directly behind them was Becky and Rib Guy, and then directly behind them was Danny and Daniel and Leah Vieta Gonzalez.
And Jennifer retrieved the witnesses for the prosecution.
Oh yeah, and Jennifer retrieved this the 2 security guard witnesses for the prosecution. The prosecution went out there too, but she went out there. But now we have 2 of their real names, so she likes to suck. The third version is launched. You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Did you see her feet busting out of her shoes?
Girl, I am not
Oh,
looking at that
God,
bitch's
I'm
feet.
not looking at
That's
that
the last
feet.
part of her body I'm looking at. I barely want to get below her fucking chin. Like, my eyes, like, I have to force them to look lower than that.
I'll give you a good one then.
To make sure, yes. I don't even care. Like, I'm not, the way her face looked, can you imagine what her feet look like? Fuck no. Nope.
These are Vegas feet.
Nope. With a face like that, you got feet I never want to see. Yes, Taylor, thank you. She was fucking staring at me the entire time.
Who is flirty with Red?
Becky.
Yeah.
The flies.
Why is Ginger Balloon kicking off? Because I'm Ginger and I'm a balloon. Why are you here? Yet to know, yelled at her. Yeah, it's pretty funny. She thought Taylor was Matt. I intimidated her. I showed y'all what I did. I gave her one look. I showed y'all exactly what I did. I looked at her one time, one way. I mean, I stared back. Like, if you're going to stare at me the entire day, then yeah, I'm going to stare back. Get an RO on Becky? I should, huh? I should get an RO on Becky for sure. Because now she stared at me all day, and I'm pretty sure she was talking about me in her live stream. That's 2 reasons that she should be restrained.
The side of my face is burnt where she was staring.
Literally just fucking gouging holes in the side of us. Staring. All right. We've been here an hour. I gave an update. I did what I came to do. I appreciate you all. Yeah, the only person that could have been was Taylor. Unless it was, well, no, because she knows Bob, Roberta, and Tim. Just look at their shoes. You're trying to get me to look at her feet again. Y'all are going to stop. I'm not looking at this bitch's feet.
Her shoes were busted and her feet wanted out.
No.
Ugh.
Just stay away. Can't get in
No,
trouble.
Paige. Y'all got to stop asking stuff like that. DOA is one human, one person, one entity. Everyone else outside of that is a separate person, a separate entity, a separate human. And if something was going to happen, would have to be some sort of separate case or some sort of extra charges that they're included on. So just refrain from asking questions like that, because then it makes it look like we're all doing something that we shouldn't be doing. So, all right, you guys, I head home tomorrow. I may do a live when I get home, just to let everyone know I'm safe. But yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for laughing with me. I know it wasn't the normal update you guys are used to, but it was fun. So you need to be on more often. We need comic relief. I'll think about it. All right, I will talk to you guys later.